Okay. So, hey everyone, my name is Sandra Rodríguez Villalobos. I'm at the University of Utah. I'm currently a grad student, and my advisor is Carl Schweith. Um, I my work mostly comes from the prime characteristic, where we do not have the tools that we have in characteristic 0 to study singularities. So we have to use the Frobenius map, and it turns out that it's a tool to understand the behavior of rings in prime characteristic. Um, in particular, there is one invariant called the F threshold, in which we compared both the unit powers of ideals with powers that come from using Frobenius. And these turn out to be related to things like integral closure, differential operators, and multiplicities. Um, so my work has mostly consisted of extending these concepts to a couple of settings. As an undergrad, I worked in extending them to sequence of ideals rather than just an ideal. And during grad school, I have been working on extending them to a characteristic-free setting using these objects that are called big Cohen-Macaulay algebras, um, which Macaulay, and are just not Noetherian. So these very nice objects allow us to do that extension. And in collaboration with Carl Schweith, we show that we still get relations to things like integral closure. Um, and in the process of working on this, I became very interested on the behavior of the BCM algebras, and specifically how the closures of ideals that come from extending the ideal to the BCM algebra um, relate to other objects, like for instance, how we can compare the integral closure of powers of ideals to the BCM closures of other powers of ideals. Um, so I'm currently interested in getting a relation between the integral closure of powers of ideals and regular powers of ideals in the case in which we have a condition that is called BCM regular. And at the same time, in collaboration with Carl Schweith, I'm also working on extending these thresholds into a characteristic 0 setting. So thank you.